Hello, everyone. This is John.
This is Murat.
Welcome back to Hits of Our Lives. And
Wow,
this is,
it's been such a week,
yeah,
right?
exactly. This is our 27th episode. We gotta say that.
Wow. Thank
Okay.
you so much, everyone, for tuning in every week.
Yeah, thank you. And let's dive into the numbers and the charts because this is one of the most important weeks of the year
Yeah,
because we
I
got the
mean,
numbers now.
yeah, all records have been broken. I mean, like, it's the entire week. I think the entire world was like, oh my God, we should dive into that number. We should just dive into that number. That record was broken. That record is just broken now. So it was like, oh my God, which one should we follow?
I mean, I lost count of all the records that she broke.
Yeah.
And like this minute, another record could be broken. I mean,
Yeah. I
that
mean, like, everyone was just like on their toes, just to be like really at the top of their game, to just pinpoint the moment that she broke something.
exactly. I mean, we were expecting that,
Yeah.
and we were like really excited over this week, and we waited for months for this moment to come
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the chart nerds and chart freaks. This
Yeah.
is the most important week.
Yeah.
So let's talk.
Wow.
Uh, what numbers can you give us, Murat?
So, I mean, I think the first and foremost important thing is that the one record probably Taylor Swift won it probably most so for professional like career life, as we kind of infer from all of the activities and album promotions she makes,
Mhm.
was to really own the highest album debut week record or highest sold album in a week record in the
Yeah.
US. And she finally has it. It's official. Billboard reported that Taylor Swift, with The Life of a Showgirl,
Mhm.
broke the record for the highest album pure sales and total album equivalent units in
Mhm.
the US, with at least more than 3.4 million units of pure sales,
Yeah.
and probably we're expecting something in order of 4 million total album equivalent units. And
That's
this
very
is a
impressive.
record for both of the figures, like for
Yeah.
both pure sales and for both album equivalent units, which is
Amazing.
huge.
It's huge. I mean, at this day and age, an album with just 12 tracks getting that many units is so impressive, and only Taylor could do that. The record was previously held by Adele.
Yeah.
So it was a record that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, with I think
Yeah.
2015
Yeah, the album
with
was,
the album 25.
yeah, and then nobody even came close to that record.
Yeah.
It was previously held by NSYNC, right?
Yeah.
If I remember
Exactly.
correctly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. With no strings attached.
Yeah, and before that, Britney, right?
Yeah.
I
Oops, I did
remember
it
those times.
again.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
great times.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we have seen a lot of criticism during the week because Taylor Swift released a lot of variants
Exactly.
throughout the week to probably get to this number, to probably notch that an order of 4 million total units, etc.
I was
And
so.
during an interview that she makes with Zayn Lodo, Zayn did not specifically point out to
Mhm.
this specific criticism, but in general, he talked about the overall chaos. But Tesla replied that I welcome the chaos. Anything that you're doing during this entire week, it's helping. And I'm not the, she said that I'm not the art police. Anyone can have their subjective matter of opinion. This is just an album I adore. And I think there were a lot of moments back in her life when a certain fan loved Fearless but didn't understand Reputation at the time it was released. But then
Yeah.
that specific same fan came up to her and said, "Oh, now, oh my God, I'm and totally in the reputation right now, and totally get the album, why you made it, and the total sound of it."
Hmm.
So she kind of explained it through that perspective, and I also think we have seen a lot of variants being released before, even in north of 25 variants or so by other artists. But I think the difference with Taylor Swift is that it sells. So I think congratulations to Taylor Swift.
That is impressive, and I'd like to congratulate her as well. But as we discussed last week, I also think it's a bit too much, and I also think that she doesn't need to do this. And what people are arguing over that is that, I mean, Taylor isn't that desperate to sell records, and she's after a record, of course, and she's ambitious. We get that, but to release so many variants and to be the talk of the town just because of that, but not because of the album itself, uh, it's kind of something that I wasn't expecting her to do. So it takes away from the art, if you know what I mean. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's what people are, I think, criticizing her over. And people are actually criticizing the album as well. Aside from the fans, the critics aren't really that happy with the album. Uh, and I kind of agree. I like some of the songs, but maybe people were expecting another folklore or like something classic, and many people are disappointed. Now that we spent a week with the album, what are your thoughts on the album itself?
Um, I think it's a great depiction of the era that Taylor Swift tells that she's in. She, in one of her interviews, she says that we were like catching lightning in a bottle while we were recording this
Hmm.
album, and I feel that energy throughout all of the songs. And she's like so happy, so energized, and she's so confident in the way she portrays herself with all of these songs, with all of the lyric choices, with all of the word choices, with all of the melodic choices that she makes. I think she's like so unapologetic
Hmm.
uh, with the way that she goes through. So I think it's a really solid album. I think it has a lot of hooks. It has a lot of catchy songs, and I think the numbers show that too. What do
Yeah.
you think?
Um, I like it even more now that I got to spend a week. The Fate of Ophelia and Cancelled are my favorites. And I also like Opalite as well.
Mm,
So as I listen to it more, I understand that her more, of course. And this is her life. I mean, this is what she went through, and this is her art. I think the expectation of it, like a classic record, is what's making all these criticisms. And people are like, we want another 1989 from you, and it's hard to live up to that expectation, and which leads to disappointment.
yeah,
So that's a very hard thing to do. I mean, to impress people.
yeah,
Uh, and I admire her for fearlessly standing up for her art.
yeah,
So that is something that I'll always admire her for,
yeah,
fans as well. This is, I agree, it is a solid album, but the expectation was huge, so that's
yeah.
why people are I think, complaining.
Yeah, I think during the New Heights podcast that she, for the first time, revealed the album name, etc.
Yeah.
During the podcast, like a couple of months ago, she said that my time is luxurious and I don't spend time on people's opinions to berate me and to tell their certain opinions about certain stuff. So I think she's at a moment in time where she's so self confident and she just wants to do whatever she thinks is best for her and for her fans. And I think what she does in terms of numbers at like um, 70 years, 18 years into her career, and constantly increasing the bar, constantly outpeaking herself at this point. I think it's unprecedented. You know,
We have never seen an era like this or
yeah,
eras like this
yeah,
before. I mean, we've seen huge superstars, huge albums, but it has never been like this in my lifetime.
yeah, yeah, and constantly increasing herself. Like most of the time, we see artists really peaking in certain, like 3 or 4 albums or 5 albums
Yeah.
in there. But for Taylor Swift, it has been constantly increasing since her
Uh,
debut.
like you said, I mean, it has been like 16 years since she debuted.
Yeah,
More,
it's been I think like it was
19,
2006 when she released her debut album, so it's like 19 years even.
19 years. And most artists in their 19th year would actually get into their legacy era,
Yeah,
and they wouldn't have hits. They would just
yeah,
rely on their previous hits.
yeah,
This time we're seeing something very different. She's
yeah,
constantly outpeaking herself.
yeah.
And I was wondering if she could outpeak Midnights when TTPD was released. And now she's doing it again, and God knows what we're gonna experience with the next album. Speaking of the next album, TS13. I'm kidding. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Okay, let's talk about the fate of Ophelia
yeah,
getting to number one on Billboard Hot 100. That is for certain.
yeah,
And it smashed all the records. I mean, record that was previously held by Flowers, for example,
yeah,
is now the fate of Ophelia's.
yeah,
We were expecting that too. And another record that's very impressive, I think, is WAP's record,
yeah.
WAP.
Whoa, wow! So the most streamed song uh, in a single week in the U.S.
Yeah,
for its debut week.
yeah,
We expect that to be crushed, though it's not official yet.
yeah,
But the numbers say so.
yeah. It is going to. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, by the way. That was a surprise for me.
Yeah. So the
So,
predictions are around like 94, 95 million streams
mhm,
for total US on demand streams. And WAP was around 93 million. So probably it's going to
mhm,
outpace that song. And also, we expected to again outpeak, outstream Ariana Grande's "Take You Next" to become the female artist that owns the highest U.S. on-demand stream for a single for a song in a single week,
yeah.
which was at 93.8 million streams.
Mhm.
So that's like a lot of records, like almost all the records.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to go over them. Like, there's so many numbers. And that's why I'm saying it's like the most exciting week of the year.
Yeah,
Um, and
and
we,
I what is so
yeah,
impressive is that we were talking about throughout all of these like past 26 episode on our podcast, like how it was like so barren, like it was a barren valley, the charts, right? Like
yeah,
like the highest chart points number we have seen probably until now was like almost close to 300 or
yeah,
something higher than 300, maybe with Luther, but
yeah.
now like we're probably going to see something more than 600, even 700. Like
700. Yeah, that's my
wow.
prediction.
Yeah,
So the fate of Ophelia is becoming Taylor's 13th number one hit, which is special because 13 is special for Taylor
yeah, yeah,
and the Swiss Swifties. So she's gonna be surpassing Madonna for that
yeah,
and become the third female artist with the most number one hits after
yeah,
Mariah and Rihanna.
yeah,
She's very close to Rihanna,
yeah,
14.
yeah,
So depending on the performances of the album's songs, she might even surpass Rihanna
yeah,
this year or next year. If she
yeah.
goes for that, she can definitely do it.
Definitely, definitely. I think this year it's hard, but next year I think a tie is definitely out
Yeah.
there.
A tie, or maybe just go past it, like
Yeah,
15 number
probably.
ones. If she wants, she can do it.
Yeah, if she wants, I think she can have it. Like I think her site was more on the record held by Adele with
Yeah,
25 with this album. So now she has it. Like we'll see, like where her side is at.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the next goal is gonna be that, I think. One day we'll see that.
Yeah.
So
So
all 12 tracks from the album, of course, occupying the top 12 of Hot 100 as
yeah, that's what
expected.
we expect. Yes.
Yeah. Um, some of the songs are going recurrent.
Yeah.
Golden is number 13, is expected to be at number 13. And let's talk about Golden for a bit, by the way.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
doing something. They're like showing faces.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I really don't like to read on social media is like how some of the people are treating this song, quote unquote, as AI. But I think it's,
And it's
like, I
not.
mean, it's obviously not. And I think these, like, this girl group, these three amazing women came together and produced this amazing song that really, I think, um, shook up the world. And I think we should just be really respecting that. And this week we have seen them going for the first time live with Golden on Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show,
Yeah,
and they kind of even sneaked in between the numbers on global Spotify, going all the way up to number three, even with the Friday update on global
yeah,
Spotify. So, I mean, congrats, right?
exactly. And what you said is actually very true. People regard them as AI because they don't know who's behind these songs, and it's so easy to label something AI these days.
Yeah.
So, and I can understand that too because we haven't seen a girl band like this or any other artist like this before. That's why I think they are performing it live on TV at the moment to show their face, to show people that they are real human beings and it's not AI.
Yeah.
So I think that is a smart move,
Yeah.
which is affecting the numbers. As you said, it's climbing up again, and in an environment like this, with Taylor occupying all the spots, it's still getting a place at
Yes.
top three, which is amazing. And so
Yes.
I'm really glad to see them performing live on
Yeah. Yeah.
TV. They were on SNL as well during one of Bad Bunny's skits.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was sweet.
Yeah, I mean, EJ, Audrey Nuna, Rayami, shout out to them. I think really seeing them so cute and bubbly and so happy and so emotional at the same time.
Yeah,
Probably it's their, like for the first time performing on a US television live, performing this
yeah,
song. So, I mean, it was so emotional and they
yeah.
were like so authentic with the way they presumed themselves. I mean, bravo to them.
Yeah, and they were probably not expecting this kind of a success with the song, with the movie.
Yeah.
So that might have come as surprise and a shock for them to have this kind of success.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Congrats to them. So, but probably as we also talked about in the previous episodes, this past Hot 100 week, which was the chart dated October 11th, was the last probably week that they could have gone to Hot 100 number one, which was their
Yeah,
eighth number one. At least I think by the end of this year I don't think they will get to number one.
yeah,
Probably, I think before the Christmas songs take over,
yeah.
it's
As we,
probably going to be the Fate of Ophelia.
I mean, Fortnite last year it was number one for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, yeah,
And but of course the chart climate was a bit different. There were many songs with higher chart points and many
yeah,
hits like Espresso was there, Million Dollar Baby was there.
yeah,
Lose Control was still big at that
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So do you think the Fate of Ophelia can get more weeks at number one, like the third, the fourth, or until Christmas?
I think I think the song can because I think Fortnite. was not as, or the entire album, The Torture Poets Department, was not for the charts. I think it was something for the different. I mean, this album mostly is not for the charts, but I think it's more chart friendly. It's more streaming friendly, and the Fate of Ophelia is a more upbeat song, and I think it has done bigger and more sustainable numbers versus Fortnite already.
Yeah.
So I think it's already. By the way, it has reached out to like more than 30 million plus airplay impressions last week
The
on
radio
US
top 10
radio.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it will definitely hold longer there. I think I'm expecting something like a hit, a sustainable hit as sustainable as Antihero. What do you think?
I mean, I'm thinking about the chart points at top 10 at the moment. The only threat is Golden
Yeah.
at the moment. I mean, no major releases are being expected at this moment until Christmas. None of the songs are a threat to Fate of Ophelia or Golden. Uh, I think there might come a time when one of the songs from the album actually get to number one,
Yeah.
depending on the virality and Taylor's, of course, might decide to focus on another song. But I think there are gonna be more variants planned, and maybe they're gonna focus on the single, "The Fate of Ophelia," and not the
Mm,
album, to make
mm,
sure that it gets all those weeks at number one until Christmas. Like probably it's gonna be like 7 or 8 weeks.
yeah. I mean, now that you have talked about the Fate of Avilia as a single, uh, we should also mention that the Fate of Avilia was, after the end of the first tracking week, for the first time available for purchase on iTunes. Because for the first tracking week, none of the songs were available as a single, as a song to be purchased, just to make sure that people go and buy the album, not only the songs.
Yeah.
So with its eligibility, the song went to number one instantly, and it's currently number one. So, I mean, with this current first week of its number one at Hot 100, it's going to do that with no sales, like zero sales of the song.
Wow, wow, that's impressive.
Wow.
I mean, we might get to a point where Golden and Fate of Ophelia might get close in points. So that's
Yeah.
when things are gonna get exciting as well, because Taylor's gonna want that number one. The
Yeah.
Golden is gonna want that. So there are gonna be like discount wars, like vinyls being released, acoustic versions being released. So that's gonna be another exciting week, and I can't wait for that. For that to happen.
Yeah. I think I expect that in, I don't know, in January. Uh,
Yeah, that was my next question actually.
yeah. Yeah.
What's gonna happen in January is like very exciting and unpredictable
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
we expect no major releases until
Yeah.
January. So
Yeah.
who's gonna
Exactly.
come out on top? I mean, it could be anyone, even Ordinary could come out at number one because its airplay is still increasing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I
gonna be
mean,
hell of a
by
week.
that time, the Fate of Ophelia might snatch the radio number one from Ordinary, um, or we might see other stuff. But I think until December, it seems safe for the Fate
Yes.
of
So
Ophelia. But I think because for in December we're going to see Christmas songs
yeah,
on number one, and then in January we'll see.
yeah, that's gonna be a great week. Stay tuned, everyone.
Uh, definitely, definitely. Wow, and also I think, well, I think one other critical thing to mention was that one record that the Fate of Ophelia wasn't able to break was the total most streamed song globally in a week, which is currently held by BTS's Butter. Uh,
Hmm.
those listeners of ours would remember that song from 5 years ago when BTS was
Of
at the
course.
top of their game and constantly producing Hot 100 hits, etc. So that is currently holding the record.
Yeah.
It follows by Appetite by Bruno Mars
Hmm.
and
Rose.
Rosé. And third one is The Fate of Ophelia. At least that's what we expect.
Okay, that are huge numbers. I mean, those songs were huge as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I think so the first, it's not a coincidence that the first two songs are K-pop songs, K-pop
it's
artists,
a global
because
art. Yeah,
yeah, YouTube is huge. We know for K-pop, so probably that's the impact.
yeah. So let's go lower at the lower part of the top 20. What we expect is Olivia Dean and Leon Thomas actually would have gotten their top tens if The Life of a Showgirl wasn't released this week.
Yeah.
So I'm truly happy for them both. Leon
Mm,
Thomas finally managed to do that. I mean, of course, after this week, we're gonna be seeing that probably.
yeah, probably. But I think it's now harder for Leon Thomas's Mud to stay in to catch that top 10 moving forward.
Do you think more Taylor songs are gonna stay in the top 10, like more than
Um,
three, four?
Yeah, I think so because I mean, looking at the first numbers for the first day of the tracking week, we see that on US Spotify, on US Apple Music, the entirety of 12 songs are still top 12.
Wow.
So it's like 8 consecutive days. Wow.
Wow. I mean, remember last year with Fortnite, three songs remained in the top
Yeah.
10. So that was what I was thinking. Like Leon Thomas could still sneak in, but you're saying that he might not be able to.
I mean, just seeing that I mean, in contrast with the torture post department, this wasn't something that we saw there. It has been 8 straight days with the top 12 on both US Apple Music and US Spotify. I think that is a huge feat, and that is not easily to be broken. Of course, Mod has a strong radio. Those other 11 songs from the Life of a Showgirl do not have that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you expect that? You expect Mod to sneak in?
Somehow, some way, I think it's gonna, not
Mhm.
maybe next week, but the week after maybe.
Mhm.
Uh, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for Olivia Dean as well. I want to see some fresh faces in the top 10. Uh,
Yeah,
that's why.
yeah. I think, I mean, good chart competition is always great.
Exactly. We love a
Yeah,
fierce
definitely.
competition. So let's talk about Billboard 200. Of course, The Life of a Showgirl is debuting at number one, and we talked the numbers, the debut numbers. Um K-pop Demon Hunters is at number two, is expected to be at number two.
Yeah.
And of course, some other Taylor albums are getting, not
Yeah, like almost all of them.
all of them are getting in, not top 10 probably, right?
Yeah, I mean, like for example, Torture Parts Department is expected to increase up all the way up to number 11.
Wow.
Wow, which is huge. We expect the others like Reputation, etc., to climb all the way up to in their top 50 ranks with Midnight, with Lover, etc. So which is it's huge.
Wow, it's amazing.
And
Uh,
also, I think Republic should be very happy right now.
yeah, yeah,
Probably they're going to own the top three with their three artists like K-pop Demon Hunters, Cass, Taylor Swift, Morgan Wallen.
yeah. It's a great week. They should be celebrating. Yeah. Uh, yeah, there are some new releases, by the way. It has been with the Taylor's new album, kind of a silent week when it comes to releases. But the most important one was actually by Jisoo and Zayn,
mm,
Coast, and it debuted at number 21 on global Spotify chart
mm,
and number 112 on US Spotify. Probably it's not gonna get to have a big debut on Billboard charts, but
yeah,
it might have some effect on the global charts. So
yeah,
that was, I think, the most uh,
yeah.
important release of the week. Khalid also has a new album out, but he doesn't seem to have the power that he had at the like late 2010s. Uh, and he, since coming out, he has changed his style a bit. He feels more free apparently. But people are talking about what like happened to his career. I mean, he was getting top 10 hits all at those times, and
Yeah,
now he's a bit struggling for his
yeah,
material to hit the charts.
yeah. I think longevity. I mean, it has been a huge topic for most of the artists in terms of,
Yeah,
at least chart hits. I mean, it's really because it's really hard for the artist in such a streaming oriented environment, in such a competition oriented environment, to constantly stay at the top of their games and constantly produce hits and stay really strong. I
yeah.
think it requires not just an avid um, addiction to what is the hit and what is not, but also really a strong mentality. So
Exactly. We've
it's
seen
hard.
so many stars of the 2010s actually underperforming, like Halsey, and she has been complaining about it. She still
Yeah,
has actually solid numbers. I mean, opening with 100K with her latest album. But after that, she can't sustain those numbers. She doesn't have like Billboard hits, and she's
yeah,
actually at odds with her label. Lizzo, for example, was having like top 10 hits one hit after the other, but now we don't see that. Camila
yeah,
Cabello, Shawn Mendes, I mean, these are the stars of 2010s, and we're seeing these
yeah,
stars underperforming. And
yeah,
and like you said, it's hard to keep up with the changing world, changing streaming habits,
yeah.
and artists need to reinvent themselves all the time
Definitely,
to
definitely,
sustain that attention.
definitely. That's why I think props to Taylor Swift, because she
Exactly.
apparently does that very well.
Yeah. Charlie Puth is getting back with changes next week. Finally, I missed Charlie.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's gone viral this week on TikTok and Instagram with
yeah,
his interpolation explanation video.
those videos are so entertaining.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So,
And I've seen also Ryan Tedder showing support for him,
yeah,
and Ryan Tedder was also in the headlines with also his support for Tit for Tat for Tate McRae for the last week.
yeah, we should talk about that too. I was gonna get to that.
Yeah,
Sportat is becoming a hit. I mean, it had a amazing and surprising week,
yeah,
debuting at number three,
yeah.
and Taylor also showed support for it.
Yeah, remember Taylor Swift talking about her in two of the interviews that she participated this week. Like, also, she said like this was the last song that I streamed also outside of my songs, and also she shows support for Sombr. She
Yeah,
said that she listens to him, and also Sombr responded by posting on Instagram that I love you, Taylor Swift, putting Taylor Swift style because it was also the song that he said that he really loves on MTV Video Music Awards. So, and now, sorry, I kind of derailed because I think it's a really lovely topic. But coming back to Tit for Tat, I think it's what I really wonder what you think about its becoming Spotify making it number one on today's top hits.
I was very surprised at that actually.
Yeah,
I mean, of course, its numbers are impressive, but that is something like I think the label managed to get. Like in this environment, I think Taylor and Fate of Ophelia should be number one.
yeah,
But they're after something. They want this record to be like a huge thing for her, probably.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they're gunning for that hit.
yeah.
and that was surprising. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
I'm not a fan of the song,
yeah,
to be honest.
during this start of the second week of Taylor Swift's album release, where the entire world is just talking about the fate of Ophelia,
Yeah.
Opalite, Elizabeth Taylor, Wood, Father Figure, etc. It's weird. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, the predictions even don't show it at top 20 this week.
yeah,
They had a great start, but is
yeah.
it gonna be sustainable? We'll see. I mean, they're making
I,
it. They want it to be sustainable, but
yeah. I think I don't know. I have no source, so this is just a prediction, an instinct, to say the least.
Mhm.
But because I think Taylor Swift also really loves Tate McRae, probably with the explanations, with the interviews that she mentioned.
Right.
I think she just uh, she was okay, and her label was okay to let Tate McRae's song have her flowers, to show support and let it be number one on today's top hits playlist. I think that's also part of it.
Yeah, probably. I also want to ask you about the Sombr concert. I mean, you are in New York at the moment. Uh, how was the experience?
I think Samper is definitely showing throughout his tour that he has been for some time now in North America.
Hmm.
That I mean, he's definitely up and coming rock star. I think he's definitely up there. I think we're seeing some vestiges, some really good vestiges of like 2000s and even 90s rock, alternative rock style, with
Yeah.
the way that he interacts with his fans, with the way that he sings his songs, how he owns the stage, etc. He wasn't at his best. With I think he was sick. He also said that he was sick, so he wasn't at his best in terms of his voice. But I think the way he owns the stage and the way he really loves it
Mhm.
was amazing. And he also kind of mocked some of the critiques. That is also something that I don't understand. I sometimes see some people saying "Nepo baby" for him. He was also like
Right.
"Nepo baby" me? No, I'm so not. Like I was just as high schooler when I wrote Caroline, and Columbia Records contacted me, and I flew to LA, and my father even thought that it was a scam email. Just don't believe it, boy. But in terms of that, so it was not a scam mail. It was that really Columbia Records contacted him for making a record deal. So,
I
I
didn't
mean,
know that story. Yeah.
yeah, so it was definitely great. It was still authentic. Congrats to Sombr. I think he's definitely doing great. I mean, I think it's more
Mhm.
chops, and we know that there's a Grammy buzz going around right now for him.
Yeah. My next question and my next topic was that actually. I mean, everyone is talking about the Grammy nominations at the moment. Like every publication is releasing their predictions. And the nominations are going to be announced on November 7th, so we still have like uh, 3 weeks. But the predictions are all over the place. Like
Yeah.
everyone has an opinion. Some say Lady Gaga is the favorite. Some say it should be Kendrick Lamar's. Uh, I mean, do you have any predictions? Do you think Lady Gaga is getting it? Like some, I mean, Rolling Stone says that it's a favorite.
I think it's still open right now. I think this year, especially because I think we've not, other than Golden
Hmm.
as a song, and other than K-pop Demon Hunters as an album, when we look at the eligibility period
Yeah.
of Grammys, I don't think we have seen an album or a song or a record that really changed musical culture and how people were really involved in something. That's the only thing that I know.
Hmm.
So, but it's going to be, I think, a wide open alley. What do you think?
I mean, of course, not every year an album has to change lives and change the course of music and stuff. But uh, sometimes an album is the standout album of the year. Like I think Kendrick Lamar has had like tremendous success with GNX. So or Bad Bunny, those were huge albums. And
Yeah,
Lady Gaga's Mayhem is a great album, but I don't think it's the favorite. I mean, we have Bad Bunny and Kendrick Lamar,
yeah,
and if we are gonna select favorites, I think those two are the
yeah,
ones
yeah,
that can get the album. And Bad Bunny is going on Super Bowl, and I think he's planning something, and he might want to get that Grammy too. So
yeah,
I'm expecting like a Bad Bunny takeover in February.
yeah. I mean, we wouldn't. That I mean, definitely we wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. They might want to get some attention. The Grammys want attention.
Yeah.
Uh, they might
So
want
the
Bad
Super Bowl
Bunny.
halftime show is before the Grammys, right?
The Grammys, I think, are February 2. Maybe it's the same day. I'm not sure.
Maybe it's like close, but I also don't know
Very
which one is
close.
before.
Both are in February, I think.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's also going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think, also I think the record of the year and the song of the year, it's also open. For example, knowing that Kendrick Lamar like won those last year, uh, this year now being nominated with Luther, I think it's going to be really different if, if they give the award to Luther, 2 years in a row to Kendrick Lamar. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Grammys. They want to do like they want to get attention. They don't want to upset anyone anymore. The Grammys have changed. So uh, they're gonna go for that. They're gonna go for the attention and not the credibility of the album or the success of the album. And best new artist, and we were talking about Sombr. I think he's gonna be nominated.
Yeah.
Olivia Dean, the Marias, and Alex Warren, which Rolling Stone stated that is the favorite.
Yeah.
So there's some competition there too. Lola
Yeah.
as well.
I think best new artist is between Olivia Dean, Alex Warren, and Sombr.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. And I think they are really the three artists that really stood out this
Exactly.
year.
Exactly. It's gonna be exciting week. I mean, January with the comeback of the songs, and then February
Yeah.
with Super Bowl and
Yeah.
Grammys. Yeah, stay tuned, everyone. We're, we're talking about 2026 now.
I mean, we have waited for weeks and months to see the charts, really going through with such high volume of streams. I don't know the last time, like, probably, like, it was so long ago that we saw number one on US Billboard Hot 100 with more than 90 million streams. Like, we really miss those times. So that's why I think we're in this frenzy and really lost in ourselves moments,
Yeah,
trying to get it all in.
exactly. I mean, we could talk hours about these charts at the moment. Like we could
Yeah,
talk more numbers.
yeah,
It's very exciting. And at the start of our podcast, actually, during the first weeks, we've been complaining about how boring, how bleak the charts were. Like the same people, very low points, no competition. And we always said that like Taylor's gonna save us, and she did. So we should cherish these moments.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow. So I think it was really great. Um, yeah, it was really great to talk to you guys. I think for this week, do you have anything to add, John?
I think I'm done. I can't wait for next week and Taylor's week 2 numbers. So yeah, everyone, stay tuned. We're gonna be back.
Talk to you later. Bye.